Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Magda and it's finally 1st of February. As I said before, I really wanted to start this challenge and I want you guys to share it with other people. Whoever wants to join, feel free please, and I will be happy to, because the more people there is who want to do this challenge, then there's going to be more support. And what I want to say is, I didn't tell you what the challenge was going to be exactly. I just said that every 3 weeks we're going to change one thing in our diet. And what I want to say is, I want us to change and focus only at one thing at a time. And so I'm going to be telling you only at that. Every 3 weeks I'm going to be telling you only about that one thing. Only because I don't want you to think what's next thing. It's like I want you to focus on that one thing that we're changing, and within those 3 weeks focus on changing that, on implementing it into your lifestyle, into your diet. So I believe that I'm not going to give you any sort of planned diet or anything like that, because I want to give you the basics. I want to teach you the basics of healthy diet. And if you haven't got the basics, I think personally you're not going to succeed in any other diet, because it's like, I don't know, probably foreign languages. When you learn, if you don't have the basics, how can you speak some other bigger words or anything like that? So I want to give you the basics so that you make healthy choices later on, so that you don't have to ask anyone, oh, what shall I eat? Is this diet good? Or I want you to be able, after this whole challenge, after those few months, I want you to be able to know what's wrong and what's right, and to make so that when you plan your daily menu, you know what to choose and you know what to eat. And next thing is, I don't want to give you a set menu or anything like that, because there's so many different people, and you have to take into consideration there's no one thing, one fits all. Only because there's people who are vegetarians, there's people who are meat eaters, there's people who like fish, who don't like fish, there's people who are gluten intolerant, there's people who are lactose intolerant or anything like that. So every person is different, and every person should be looked at differently. And I'm physically even not able to do that, to sort of look at every single person differently. And I want you to learn about your health. I want you to learn about the basics. I want to give you the basics. I want to teach you the basics, teach you how to make good choices, and what to do to help yourself with making these healthy choices. Another thing is, I know that you're going to think that these changes that I'm suggesting you do, that these are very sort of like very easy. But even though they might seem easy, they're not. And believe me on that one, that it's like you're going to think like, oh, this is easy. But it's not. Try to do that. Try to stick to it for 3 weeks or even longer, because I think that within the 3 weeks we're going to be able to change this one thing and make it a habit. So you get used to this one thing, and then you go on to the next one, and this one stays obviously in your life. And so these, we're going to start sort of at making the basic and small changes, and I left the most difficult ones that we're going to change it at the end, obviously. So I think that when you've got the basis and you're sort of going to be feeling strong about these, then anything else, or the big ones, the big changes that we're going to make, are going to be much, much easier. So yeah, so we take small steps, and now I'm going to tell you the first thing we're going to do. We're going to clear our houses of any sort of temptations that you might have around you, and any processed foods as well. So what we're going to do is, and the other thing is that we're going to be avoiding the aisles in the store or in the shop that are with all these tempting and processed foods. So I'll tell you, this is how I actually started. So this is what actually helped me to change my diet a few years ago. And I actually made these changes in sort of like much shorter period of time, but I know that for most people it's not easy. It wasn't easy for me, but it's only because I was sort of desperate because of my health, because my health wasn't really good at that time, and I had to do something really, really quick about it. But I believe that that's what helped me as well. So what I did, I actually threw a lot of stuff in the bin. So if I changed, if I knew that this is no good for me, I had some sweets left or whatever, I know that if I had some processed foods already, I actually asked few people, and few people took few things off me, and it was fine, because I know I'm not telling you to throw away food, to waste money, to waste food, but think about it. That's why I'm giving you frees. That's why I'm giving you the first week to sort of adjust to this sort of idea, and adjust to it. Think about it. How can I do that? Can I give this to somebody else, or maybe I can still eat it within that first week? I'll give you that sort of 1 week to think about it and to clear your house, and then next 2 weeks you have to stick to it. You can't have nothing in your house that would be tempting. I know by myself that I can't really have cashew nut butter at home, because I absolutely love it, and I know if I have a whole jar I will eat it probably straight away. Now cashew nut butter is not that bad, because it's still sort of healthy, not obviously when you overeat it. I love the saying, what's out of sight is out of mind, and this is so true when it comes to the food, because when you look at something, when you've got something at home, you know it, and you're like, oh, if you're feeling tired, or if you're feeling you've got I don't know, craving for something sweet, and you've got the sweet at home, you're just going to eat it. And I'm not talking only about sweets, so we're clearing our house from sweets, crisps, all that stuff, anything that you actually find tempting. Some people can actually think that, I don't know, some sweet cereals and stuff like that are not really healthy. This can be your weakness as well, so make sure you don't have it at home, because there's loads of people who say like, oh, but this is a cereal, but it's full of sugar, it's full of rubbish, to be honest. So think about stuff like that. Think about processed food, anything that comes in a package and is ready-made food, anything that's, I don't know, any pizzas, ready-made pizzas, or I don't know, any ready meals. These are full of rubbish, full of salt, sugar, and some additives and preservatives and stuff like that. Any sort of mixes that there are ready mixes that you can make food of that. Clear your house of that. You don't really need it, you don't really want it, and this is the basis. Anytime you're in a store, just don't look at the food, avoid, because I'm going to tell you, like, I think my diet is great. I think I'm sort of strong when it comes to diet, but I do have my weekdays, and my weakness is nuts, and my weakness sometimes, if I'm tired or if I'm really, I don't know, hungry or something, I do have sometimes cravings for some healthy stuff, healthy snacks, but I don't really want to eat them. So what I'll do is, like, you see, the shops are really smart, because when you're waiting to pay at the till, you see there's always on little shelves on the side, there's always little bars or chocolates or anything like that. Just don't look at it. And I'm telling you, what's out of sight is out of mind. Just think about something else, just have a look at your phone, or just don't look at the stuff. Don't go into the alleys, and I know the shops are really, really smart, even like Tesco's, that is just very close to where I live, to get, I don't know, the section where the bread is, or eggs or something like that, these are essentials. You have to go through all the sweets, and everything is like right at the end of the furthest corner in the store, so they want you to pass through all these alleys with all the bad foods, just so that you catch it with your eye and you just buy it. So think about this. We're clearing our home of processed foods, of tempting foods, and that's going to be done for 3 weeks. And remember, what's out of sight is out of mind. Surround yourself with good foods. Surround yourself with, I don't know, buy some melons, buy some kiwis or apples and stuff like that. So if you are desperate, if you really want to eat something, then have a slice an apple and put some cinnamon on it, and it's going to work much better for your sugar cravings than a bar of chocolate or anything like that. So this is the 3 weekly challenge for now, and as I said, we're going to start with easy things, give you basics, and then the most difficult ones I'm leaving for in a few months' time. We're going to be changing one thing at a time, making it a healthy habit, another step towards your healthy diet. And if you're joining in, please, I want you guys to, we're going to support each other in comments below. If you fancy making a video response to that, please make a video response to this video, and I would be really happy with that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're joining in, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for you guys. Good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.